Multifamily real estate for beginners. That's right. It's about time that you get multifamily real estate into your portfolio today. Why multifamily real estate? Well, let me tell you why. Because multifamily real estate gives you the opportunity to live. It also, because of the multi-tenants, reduces the rate of the vacancy risk, right? You don't get two people moving out of a four-family and all of a sudden you have a problem. A lot of times multifamily is easier to finance because you have multiple streams coming in. And this is why you want to get into multifamily. So if you're just beginning, consider multifamily real estate for beginners. Ken Van Liew here. Find your 50% because I want to show you the modern wealth building formula, how to master real estate investing. Find your 50%. That's right. Simply take the expected income and cut it in half to estimate a safe income. The difference between your estimated monthly income and the estimated monthly expense is your net operating income. That's NOI if you haven't heard about that before. Net operating income. With the income cut in half, the margin of safety is like a 50% margin for error is greater than usual. This strategy, of course, is only intended to be used in certain circumstances. However, you get my idea about taking a conservative approach in your assumptions so that your 50% is even more. Now, what do I mean about being conservative? For example, if you know what your rental income is and say you're going to get $850 per apartment, use $825. Or if you think your expenses are going to be $50,000 to renovate that house, use $60,000. Because when you take this approach, like I said here, cut it in half, you create a safety factor where you underpromise and over-deliver. Calculate your cash flow. Why? Because if you don't know your cash flow, you will never, ever figure out what your rate of return is, which is return on investment or cash on cash. If investors have all of the data they need, the 50% rule isn't necessary. Instead, with the correct numbers, investors will be able to determine their approximate cash flow. This is the money left over, and after all the expenses have been accounted for, it goes into your pocket. This number needs to be enough to justify the investment in the first place. And of course, guys, why are we here? Real estate investing is to make a profit. So when you determine what the revenue is and what the expenses are, and you subtract your mortgage and you have a profit, take the equity and divide it by the profit, and that gives you your rate of return. But that's why you want to calculate the cash flow. Figure out your cap rate. Not all property is about cap rate, but cap rate is really important, and we're going to tell you what that's all about right now. Cap rate is a percentage of your revenue over the value of the property. And cap rate's important for a lot of brokers, but let's look at, after identifying the cash flow to subject property, investors need to figure out how long it will take to make a certain return on investment, otherwise known as the cap rate. This calculation can give investors a better idea how long they expect to make a return on their investment. Now, that also reflects IRR. Some of you technical gurus out there say that definition is the wrong definition. Well, guys, I'm telling you that your cap rate makes a difference. Whether it's a 5 cap or a 6 cap is going to escalate your property. So how does that apply to what I do? Well, if I build something for a cap rate of 10, and then once I stabilize it, it turns into a 6 cap, let me tell you, baby, that's profit. And that's why you want to understand a little bit about cap rate. Hey guys, if you haven't checked out my 11millionairesecrets.com, make sure you check that out. And thanks guys for always coming to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the button below. But let me tell you why multifamily investing is so key. Because banks like to give you money. Why? Because it is a stable investment, and that's because you have the multiple tenants. People aren't going to get out in today's world and just get up and move on out. So keep that in mind, and I just want to leave you, If you want to learn more about multifamily investing, syndicating, buying real estate with no money down, and using other people's experience, check out kenvanliew.com and make it a great day.